Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everard's, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie and Co-Estate Agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. This is the full-time show today. 1-1 it finished at Old Trafford. I think we were robbed. I've got to be fair. I think McTominay, that should have been a red card. And I think VAR, honestly, it just as ever, what do you think to VAR? Get your views in. It did finish 1-1. I'm just putting it on screen. Was we robbed? Let's get that on screen. I want your views. I want your comments on there. Thanks so much to Ross, who did the watch along live on Leicester Fan TV today. Was we robbed? I think we were robbed there, definitely. I just think it's one of those weird little things. And I want your views. I want your comments. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitter. We are live on Instagram. We're not live on Instagram, but we are live on TikTok. So get your views and get your comments in. Let us know what you think today. I'm going to try and get as many comments in there. Kenny says, I'd take a draw. How is it not red? Yuri take a bow. So man of the match for me. I'm not sure I agree with you on Yuri Telemans there for man of the match, but get your views in. Who was man of the match today? Let us know who you think it was. Were we robbed today? Adrian says, yes, we were. Big time robbed. I think we were in there. Jasmine says, Maddison was outstanding today. Who was your man of the match? Let us know who was your man of the match today. Zoe says, we were definitely robbed. Russell says, cheated out of that. We are back. It wasn't the best game ever. But let's just say, I thought we deserved to win it. VAR Chester United says Retro C on YouTube. Please like, share, wherever you're watching this. Let us know your views. Let us know your comments. Luke says, you just knew if that was the other way round, the goal would stand. They studied that, and his leg, I think he was going anyway. I thought his back leg was going. I really think sometimes VAR should be there for a clear and obvious error. And for me, I don't think that was clear and obvious to get VAR involved. The councillor says, pretty drab game overall. Thought we were by far the better team in the second half in there. Tommy on TikTok says we should have won. Do you agree with that on there? If you're watching on TikTok, let us know your views, your comments. Who was man of the match? Were we robbed? I think most people are starting to feel like we were robbed, although Dave Felstead watching on Facebook says quite happy with that draw. Dave Hill says, why when it goes to VAR that the people looking can't work it out, the ref runs over for a second and rules out. I was listening to a really interesting interview earlier on 5 Live. I think it was Mike Dean who's retiring at the end of the season, ref, and he said if it gets referred to come and have a look at it at the screen, it effectively means it's going to be overturned, because as a ref, if they're saying come and have a look, they're effectively, he said this, the ref said, effectively they're telling you that you've got it wrong if they want you to come and look at it. Andy says, why bring Daka on with 90 minutes? I think just to see the game out in there, maybe. Teresa says we played better as a team. Ben on TikTok, Ben1232. What a name that is. Ben says we were robbed. And he also goes on to say, if Bruno did that to Fofana, they wouldn't give a foul. I agree with you on that. I think if it was the other way around, it wouldn't have worked. LCFC Gray says it's Old Trafford. We was robbed a goal that was legal. Don't forget, if you are watching on YouTube, if you are watching on Facebook, you can come on live. We can get you on screen. So do that. Dorco says, he's apologising to somebody else on there. Foxes148 on TikTok says we should have won 2-1. It was so frustrating. A good goal. Maddison was man of the match, says Jasmine. Do you agree with that? Who was man of the match today? Jamie, Trigger, Toff says Dewsbury Hall and Maddison were awesome. That goal, our first goal, Kieran Dewsbury Hall, what a tackle that was. I really want to point that out. What a tackle for Kieran Dewsbury Hall to win the ball back. Absolutely brilliant. But then, are you frustrated? Dicking around with the ball at the back. Honestly, dicking around with it. Not a great ball back from Amati to Casper. Not a great clearance. And then they come back at us. Really, really frustrating. Carlos says the game was boring. I'm going to take 1-1. at Old Trafford. I'm not going to say that was boring. I thought it was all right. Stephen Bean says he thinks it was a poor VAR decision in there. Hugo Saws on TikTok says, was the second goal a foul, do you think? No, I don't. I think there was contact. I think there was contact, but the guy looked like he was slipping anyway. And I'm like, oh my God, are we not allowed to have a little bit of contact? Talking of contact, McTominay, was that a red card or what? Again, the ref pulls out a yellow card on that straight away and says, oh, yellow. And it's like, have you not? I don't know, there is times where you feel like it's in there. Joe Wright says, I do like how we are going for the win. We didn't sit back second half. LCFC Gray says, we did win, but we was robbed. Excluded 66 on TikTok says, yes, we were robbed. He dragged his leg. He says it was a foul in there. Fair enough. Thinks it was a foul. Kenny says, on a yellow card that the ref didn't see, Yuri made some cracking tackles and looked great second half. Mendy had a cracker. Do you agree with Mendy? Who was your man of the match? I want to know who was your man of the match today. I put the link in there, so if you're on Facebook and YouTube, you can click on it. I know we've got Ross waiting, Leo waiting, Sean waiting. I'm going to share that link again for the full-time show. Don't forget, I'm trying to get as many comments on. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, do give us a like and a share. That would be really good. Andrew Turlington says on Facebook, he says, we were robbed by the Premier League elitists. It's coming home on TikTok saying it was no foul. Again, you got some great names on TikTok. Exafin says, easily a foul, no debate, lol. I think it's a debate, but I really don't feel it was a foul. Jason Mills, good evening, says, up to ninth. I said it before, if we finish top 10 with all we've had going on, Brendan Rodgers has done an amazing job. I'm not sure I'd go as far as to say Brendan Rodgers has done an amazing job this season if we finish in the top 10, but I'd say he's done a decent job. Ben Morgan says he's too angry to come on. Ben's annoyed by that. LCFC Gray says United no longer a team to fear. On TikTok, Uga Baruga says ref was poor today, but we played very well and there are many positives to take out of the game. Exafin says a good game, though. It was decent. It was decent. Joe Hunter, I agree with you. We played well. We did play well. The councillor says Casper kicking out yet again when he sorted out. It was one of those funny little dinks. Amati put him into no man's land a little bit with it, and then he had to dink it forward. But what, 120 seconds after we'd just scored, it was bad timing. The Tacoma Fox, that is Michael, all the way out there in Seattle, USA, who is at work. Michael, enjoying work, hopefully. I think it was a decent result. Michael's always positive. I'm positive after that. He says he's upset we didn't concede. He's talking about Stephen, who said that in there. But Michael, you've got to say, decent game against a team who are fourth in there. It's coming home to England on TikTok, says Leicester played better than Man United. I want to know who was your man of the match. Put it in your comments. If you're watching on TikTok there, let us know who was your man of the match. And again, on Facebook and YouTube, you guys, let us know. Martin, watching on Facebook, saying we were robbed. John Lloyd saying, good performance today, poor VAR decision. Madison, man of the match. Dorco says, 2 points lost. Exafin on TikTok says, United just aren't the same anymore. United, I've got to be fair, were a bag of spanners today. The atmosphere there sounded terrible. Not the same side at all. Ben saying, Yuri booked, but the sweaty sock challenge, much worse, but ref bottled it. That he's talking about McTominay. Was McTominay a red card? I think it was. Jasmine says, yes, it was a red card. Maybe you should have checked that on the screen. I agree. Honestly, they played it back in the time that he was down on the floor, injured, getting treatment. It was clearly a red card. Carlos says Madders was man of the match for him. It's coming home saying Paul Pogba, can I say that, was man of the match. I'm not sure Paul Pogba was man of the match, to be fair. Shadow Jaguar, watching on YouTube, says, bring on PSV. And a last comment on TikTok before we let you guys go. Cantwell saying that he thought it was Madison who was man of the match. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later on TikTok. I'm going to let them all go now. And I'm going to add in Ross, who's done the watch-along. Ross, can you join us? Here he is.
Yeah.
Ross, doing the Sudoku crossword of the times there. Either that, writing a recipe for tonight's pizza.
going over my quiz. I'm doing a quiz in a bit, so I'm going over my thing before I do it. So while
Go
I've been
on
waiting.
then. Ross, test us. Give us a quiz.
No, I'm going live in 20 minutes. It's all mixture of general knowledge and obviously because of the wrestling tonight, so it's a bit of wrestling too.
Go on then, Ross. You might as well plug it. Where can people watch your quiz?
It's called RH Quiz Productions. RH obviously is my name at Ross Howard. If you want to join, just send us a approved request and I'll accept it.
Fantastic.
So
there you go, Ross. Ross, who did the watch along today. Thank you again for that, Ross. Listen, a few outstanding points here. I'm going to add Leo on in as well. Leo, are you ready? Leo, thanks for joining us. You came on at half time. Let's start with you, Leo. VAR, was that a goal?
Well, I mean, as soon as he'd gone to the TV on the side and it showed that first frozen picture, it was definitely getting overruled. It's a bit hard to say, to be honest. Like, I'm not too sure whether Varane's overreacted or not. So, yeah, I'm a bit...
Ross, it sort of felt like on the VAR decision, it felt like on that as though they'd rewound it to that to try and see if they could find something wrong.
Yeah, and you know,
that's all I can say, because it wasn't... Was it clear and obvious? I think we could debate that. I could be honest as a neutral and debate whether that is a foul or not.
It was like a scramble, and you look at the replay again. Varane's actually pushing Nacho prior to it, literally seconds prior to it, and it's a bit ironic that Fergie's there. Yeah, I was.
Phil Upton says extra time was excessive as usual. The 5 minutes managed to turn into over 7 minutes.
Do you know why? Because Fergie were there. So Fergie's probably done is at half time. He says, right, anything that happened, he's probably gave some cash or something. So yeah, it's just one of them things that happens. And that, like I said on the previous thing just before this, I put a bet on Leicester to win and also Leicester to win 2-1, and I would have won 180 quid. So that referee has cost me 180 quid.
Derek says we were robbed. VAR inconsistent as
not just that,
usual.
It's not just that. The McTominay tackle was an absolute disgrace. And like I said, if that was like a Leicester or a Burnley or a Everton, not Everton, I was in Norwich, someone did that, they would be getting sent off and there'd be no questions asked. But for some reason, because it's Manchester United, the referees don't have the bottle to go and send him off or go and have a look at it. Why did you have a look at it?
Leo, do you think McTominay was a red card? Or are you not so sure?
Well, he's gone into a loose ball with his studs up into someone's leg. So the rule is that that's a red card. So it has to be.
I would agree to you as well on that, Leo. And in fact, when it first happened, I thought that was a bit tasty. But then when you watch it back on, again, if we're going to have VAR and you watch it back, that for me, that felt fairly clear that he'd gone in studs horizontal and off the ground.
Any higher, and if it's not a red card, it's an absolute disgrace. If that had been any higher, but it should definitely have been a red card.
100%.
Pete, you cannot do that.
Ross, before we let you go to get ready for your quiz, about oh my gosh, The Undertaker and all those geezers. I don't really watch WWE.
he got inducted into the Hall of Fame last night, Undertaker. It was actually quite a very emotional speech, to be fair.
Yeah, it was. It had me in tears, Ross. Absolutely had me in tears.
I actually watched it, and it was obviously he's usually not. He's always in character, and obviously it's good to see him out of it for a change. So yeah, it was quite emotional.
Yeah, I was literally. Well, oh my gosh, welling up, Ross. Who was your man of the match, Ross, before I let you go?
Do you know what? I think Mendy had a good game. I think Maddison played well. Fofana played well at one point. I mean, I think Mendy had a very good game. I think he had a good game. Gutted about Maddison. I so wish that was a goal. I tell you, if anyone sees a clip at me when that goal went in, I'll get absolutely mental. And then I realised that when at VAR, I'm like, I'll say, it's like your favourite toy's been taken away from you. And it's just, annoying.
Yeah, frustrating.
I think Madders played well. So.
You say Madders. Ross, I'm going to let you go.
No worries.
Thanks a lot for the watch along today, Ross.
Yeah, no worries. It was fun. It was quite fun. So I'm going to a PSV game. I'm going to PSV. The next two games, I'm actually going to a PSV. I'm actually sat in the cop for the first time in 10 years.
We'll see you beforehand then, Ross. See you outside the ground.
I'll be in Leicester. I land into Leicester at 7.
I love that. He lands in Leicester.
Well,
It sounds glamorous. He's coming down from Sheffield. We'll see you later.
I've only paid £9 as well, so to get down.
Legend. Thanks, Ross, for doing the watch along today.
All right,
we'll let him go because he's got to get ready. Leo, then, who would be your man of the match today?
It's Maddison for me. It's an incredible pass to Nacho for the first goal, and the second goal, obviously, he does that pass to Castagna, which is a very good pass picked out, and then he gets himself into a good position, and it's a cool finish. So it has to be Maddison. And I hope Southgate took notes of that finish and goal, even though it got chalked off, because he should be on the plane to Qatar.
Yeah. Well, he's got the rest of this season and the start of next season to get his name on there. If he gets his head down and carries on playing like that, I think he's got every chance to be fair, Leo. Leo, thanks for joining us today and at halftime. Appreciate your comments. See you soon.
Thank you, Phil.
Brilliant. Gray is going to join us very shortly, but Sean, are you ready? Let's see if we can get Sean in, get his views. Sean, how are you?
I'm fine, you?
Sean, what happened to that 5-0 game you predicted? I was looking forward to that, mate.
Yeah, I was.
It didn't happen. But
no.
Do you think should we have won today?
Yes. With that goal, it should be a goal, not just allowed it. That was big shock. Oh my God.
Sean, I want to focus on something positive with you because you are Mr. Positive. We know that.
Yeah.
Obviously, our first goal, Nacho scored it. I want to talk about Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, who I know one of your favourites. What a tackle from Dewsbury Hall on the halfway line to win the ball back, mate.
Yeah.
Were you impressed with that tackle?
Yes. I was happy with that. Yes. But it should be a record for them, and it was shocking with that goal, and I do think it wasn't VAR, but we did well.
Yeah. I think in the end, Sean, you've got to be happy with a 1-1 result today, haven't you? You've got to be happy with that. Sean, listen, I'm going to let you go because I've got Gray waiting to come on. We'll see you at the match on Thursday against PSV.
Yeah.
Brilliant. See you down at the ground, Sean. See you later. Thanks for joining. Sean went for a 5-0. It didn't happen. I think we could have won, though. Phil Howard is saying about Ross, who... father-son, saying he's been into wrestling since he was a nipper. LCFC Gray saying, Kieran Dewsbury Hall, man of the match for that tackle alone. I agree with you. Dorco wants to know, can somebody explain how that winning goal was disallowed? Indeed, interesting. I'm not sure about it, to be fair. Peter's saying VAR goes for you sometimes. Remember the FA Cup. It does tend to even itself out. But Dalton says, we were absolutely robbed. We deserved the win, and the VAR has robbed us again. It seems when it comes to playing us for keepers, turn and pulling off blinding save, Maddison, man of the match, and VAR favours the big six. Let's get Gray in, see what Gray's take is on the big talking points, Gray, I think today are McTominay, the red card incident.
Should have gone.
Yeah, should have gone. I think so, especially in if you do. Well, it wasn't VAR checked, I don't believe.
No.
I want to talk to you about Kieran Dewsbury Hall, a fantastic tackle right on the halfway line to set up our first goal as well.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely. KDH going away on loan last season has made him the player that he is. I was a bit dubious about him when he came on in the first couple of games at the start of the season, but he's been an absolute machine.
And I'm just putting on screen here, man of the match today, Gray. Who would be your man of the match today?
VAR. I'm not... See, someone put a message on a minute ago. They can't see why and they say that if there was a handball in the build-up to it or whatever, they're just showing it now. Nacho with his right leg did drag Whoever
Yeah,
it was,
he did a
leg
little
away
bit,
from
but
him.
I also thought that player's leg was going back as well. He looked like he was doing a bit of a Bambi himself.
6-1 half a dozen of the other, but we've scored from it, which has been the problem. But you flip back to last season to the Liverpool-Man City game when someone went down like a sack of sponge, or there was a handball in the Liverpool area, and then Liverpool went up the other end and scored against Man City. It's one of them. It goes for it, doesn't. Look, we've gone to Old Trafford, we've got a point, and we've put in a good shift. What more can you ask for?
Gray, I'm totally with you. If you offered me a draw at Old Trafford at the start of the season, this morning at half time, with 10 minutes to go, I'd have took it. To be fair, it was all them that last 2 or 3 minutes as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
we're old enough to know that a draw away at Old Trafford
well,
is a
you
cracking
are.
result. Yeah, well, you
Look,
too,
it's
mate.
bittersweet. It was bittersweet. Look, Jamie didn't get his Desmond. I didn't get my 3-1. A point's a point. I know we're not on the magic 40 points yet, but I do believe we're safe with everything that else has happened today. So, look, let's look forward to PSV on Thursday. We can go and win the conference. And, hey, if we win it, it'll be silverware.
Yeah, absolutely, Gray.
I must say, I think Little Wes put a shift in today. I think he was great. Silly yellow card in the first half, but what a shift.
I agree with you. He looked confident in defence. He looked quite positive and aggressive at set pieces going forward as well. And he does ooze quality.
Oh, doesn't he just? I mean, for a young lad, for his what's this? The start of his second season in the Prem, and we're halfway through it. He's been injured for a lot of this season, so you know you've got to give the lad credit. And we look solid at the back. We look solid today as a back four.
Yeah, Andy's just saying here. Sky Sports is saying it was definitely a red card in there. I think we were a bit. It would have made a very different game if McTominay had gone off. It was about 30 minutes in, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but then on the flip side of that, do you worry that the 10 men beat 11 men?
Well, yeah, and Phil Upton's put here again. I don't want to dwell on negatives from today, but we scored a good goal. Well played, Kieran Dewsbury. Well played, Maddison. Well played, Nacho. 60, 70, 90 seconds later, Gray, and Amati gives a bit of a bad back pass to Casper. Casper does one of these chippity-dippity, like 30, 40-yard balls, and we give it straight away again.
Are we after Watershed yet?
No, so try to...
Okay, so I'll keep it clean. Amati did the same at Forest.
Yeah.
Casper shouldn't have done what you just said, the hippity-dippity-boppity-boppity-doo.
It's just one of those little, let's dink it.
Boof the freaking thing up pitch, you know, or hit it into Jerome's head. Jesus Christ. I mean, it was abysmal. It was a bad goal to give away. Amate shouldn't be playing the suicidal ball. That's infant football.
Yeah, it was a shame. It was a shame, Gray. But like we said, 1-1. It puts us. I'm just quickly checking the table at the moment.
I think
we are
it's 37 points above Villa. We're in 9th.
We're in 9th. I'm just checking. Yeah, we are in 9th on 37 points. Great. Listen, thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, I best go before my language takes me away.
Well, we've enjoyed it. We'll take a 1-1 at Old Trafford, so we'll see you soon.
Just before I go, what's your bank details for that £100?
Shut your face. See you later, mate. See you, Great. Thanks for joining us. He's just stitching me up again. Listen, let's just have a quick look. Let's see what we can get to on the web. Let's see the final possession in there. Let's see if we can get that on there. I think that was the half-time one. I'm just trying to find the full-time one if we can. Last couple of comments in there. We have We have to clear our lines and not faff around, says LCFC Grey. And he also says McTominay off all day. Fearless Fox says that Sky zoomed in on Jack. Yes, I didn't see it because we were doing this, but I hear Jack has been a star of Sky Sports today. David says at least we got a clean sheet on set pieces today, which is good. And Dave says, I don't know why Brendan changed the back. It was solid. Well, I think Johnny Evans looked like he might have picked up another little bit of a tweak. He's not had that much game time, so he's in the. Gray says he sent me the £100. Cheers, mate. That's for the Jamie Vardy shirt. We are giving away a signed Jamie Vardy shirt. It is on LeicesterFanTV.com in the competition section. So if you've not entered that yet, do go and enter that. Phil says 40 points and we're safe. We're not quite there yet. We're on 37 points. We are beyond safe. Don't worry, Phil. Let's just see where we can go. Live on Leicester Fan TV this week. Tomorrow morning, it is Jamie with the famous Aftermath show from the Fox's Arms. He opens the pub on Monday, so he's going to be a little bit less seen after Monday, but he'll be live tomorrow morning, so join Jamie. I'm live back on Monday at 7:30 in the Fan Zone show, so come join us there. And then obviously next week we've got Jack is live on Wednesday. We have got a watch along and we've got the PSV match. We'll be down at the game, and then we'll be doing watch along as well as that. It's busy here on Leicester Fan TV. As ever, thanks to all the people, all the companies who help bring us Leicester Fan TV. We couldn't do it without them, and we appreciate them. So we'll see you soon. We couldn't do it without all your comments. So thanks again for Ross for doing the watch along, and thanks for all your views and comments. VAR, McTominay, just wasn't quite our day, but still take 1-1. See you later.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everard's, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie & Co. Estate Agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.